Hello, welcome to Rec Room. Say, have you ever had questions?
Would you rather live in an ice palace or a desert palace?
Shut up! Shut up!
Don't you just wish that there was someone you could talk to out here on Rec Room?
How much wood can a wood chuck?
Can you please be quiet? We're trying to fight here, see?
Don't you just wish that there was someone you could voice your ideas to?
Man, who invented dino monkeys?
Shut up, kid! And come on down to PillowTalk, where we talk to the most important people in Rec Room, you! So, Dino, Jen, you two have been married now for over 37 years. How do you two, well, put up with each other for so long?
Yeah, no, we're not.
Good.
That's actually a pretty good question coming from our fans in the stands. How do you guys plan on putting little old ladies into hockey?
Yeah, that is a really, really interesting question. What do you think, Cookie?
I don't know. What do you think, Chris?
I don't know, it was your guys' idea.
Now, Jaden, I need you and your team's help in order to make this bowl of ramen, and I've got all the ingredients you need right here. That's right, a traffic cone, a marshmallow on a stick, and for you Americans, a gun. That stick is high in fiber, don't you know? But everybody knows when you're driving your car out there, it needs a GPS system. That's right, a giraffe positional system with a giraffe's head poking out of the top. Well, let's see what that looks like out on the car that Hot Dog's drawn for us. Well, isn't that worth putting up on the refrigerator? You never know what's going to happen out here on PillowTalk. So come on down to PillowTalk, where we talk to the most important people in Rec Room, you. PillowTalk goes live every Sunday at 1 o'clock Central, only on Rec Room. All right, you nerds, get off my stage.
So basically, it's very hard being foggy. You get noticed a lot, you know. A lot of people surround me when I'm in my talk show. And I work for a lot of wrestling companies. I work for a lot of companies. I signed with a few other talk shows. Yeah.
Well, that sounds awesome,
Right.
Froggy. We'll have to hop
also,
on over to
I'm a
your
rec
show
tuber.
at some point.
Yeah, I'm a rec tuber too.
So, but Froggy, enough about work. We want to know more about you specifically and what it must have been like growing up with only 6 toes. Can you tell us what that was like?
Well, with 6 toes, you should really be hard. Because it's hard to walk with 6 toes. Like, you're missing the other 4. Yeah, it's quite hard being froggy. Because you forget a lot of things. Yeah, I forget a lot of things.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
You know how it is, folks. The memory of a frog, am I right? Now, Froggy, we do have another question here for you. And I'm choking to death on another pretzel, but we actually wanted to know before you hopped off. Could you get me some water? Oh my goodness. Ooh, oh, sorry about that. The real question is, how much Norris could Chuck Norris chuck if Chuck Norris could Chuck Norris?
I think about 50 kilos, yeah.
And there you have it, folks. The answers we all expected. Give it up for Froggy Rec Room.
Why is there a body back there?
Oh, don't worry about that. That's definitely not a body. It's a prop, and they're sleeping. It's fine. And if you wouldn't mind exiting through the curtains to your left or to your right. And not until the laser minefield. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. They'll bounce back. They always do. But speaking of bouncing into things, we've got someone with a lot of hop in their step, someone who knows how to keep things upbeat wherever they go out here on Rec Room, and it's none other than...
Hello.
Polite back. Polite, it's great to have you back, my dear. Tell us, it looks like you've been busy as a bee. What are you working on for the summer months?
Well, I'm not working on anything, but I would like to say about our talk show called the Rec Room Talk Show, which is a nice talk show.
Really? Oh,
And
I
we
bet
host
it is.
talk. You said?
And I believe it is. Yes,
What?
absolutely. By all means, continue.
And we would like to invite you to our next show.
I'm going to have to give it a hard maybe because unfortunately real world takes over the virtual world these days and, well, you got to have a job in order to pay the electricity bill. Tell us, what time is the next show?
Maybe after PillowTalk. I don't know.
I can't guarantee after PillowTalk, unfortunately, because, like I said, real-world things take priority. But who knows, maybe sometime in the future. But enough about that talk show. Let's talk about you at this talk show, because we understand it as the polite bat. You're always dealing with the vampire bats trying to bite people these days. But thankfully, you've got a set of rules to set them straight. What are the 3 major rules vampire bats have to take up in Rec Room?
No swearing, no bullying, and no racist nonsense.
And there you have it, folks. You simply can't be running around swearing when you bite into people and realize that most of their blood is made out of vinegar. Give it up for Polite Bat, everybody.
Thank you.
Polite Bat, as always, you've been a treat. And thank you so much for coming out. If you wouldn't mind exiting through the curtain to your left or to your right.
Okay. I'm going the opposite way.
Yeah, the other one has laser landmines. That one probably doesn't. Just follow the little dotted line. You'll be fine. And someone left the pallets out. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We'll repair those. It'll be fine. In the meantime, though, we've got a couple of people coming up on stage who have brought together something magical for Rec Room, and I can't wait for them to show it off to you here tonight. These two have been together for God knows how long, and they're here to tell you how long they're going to continue. It's none other than... Red Boyfriend Rec Room and Todd.
What is...
Oh, Red,
Okay,
are you experiencing
that's fine.
stage fright? I'm so sorry about it, Pat. Todd.
No,
it happens to everybody. So.
No, I just forgot to put, I just forgot to take my pajamas off, but now I'm back.
Oh, that's all right. We'll put you up with the body, prop behind the couch. It'll be fine.
Wait, what?
Now,
Wait,
Todd,
what?
Red...
What was it? What?
No, the real question is, Red, is now that you've been dating Todd for over 3 years, when are you two going to finally, tie the knot, make it official?
Okay, so about that, Todd, I have a question for you. Do you pour milk before the cereal? Yeah. Okay, so in 2 seconds, we will separate for, how long?
I don't
maybe
know if
like
you
2
should,
million
Red. He
years.
pours his
How about like 2 million
milk before
years?
he pours his cereal. That sounds like a psychopath to me. You might be waking up with one of these PillowTalk pillows over your face. Now, Todd, as you're a fellow psychopath, tell us, after you put your pants on both legs at a time, where do you like to wet your socks when you're walking around in just your socks?
What is happening? When it rains.
There you have it, folks. The best time to wear just socks is when it rains. Now, Red, I understand it that you are quite naive when it comes to love and have been dating Todd for quite some time. What are some red flags about him that you've completely ignored in order to keep this relationship going?
Well, if I want to get red flags, I gotta get a pirate flag, even though pirate is not a real thing. Whatever. Okay.
Absolutely
so I grab a pirate flag and I paint it red. Because, you gotta paint it red if you want to have a flag. So, a red flag, I give those to Todd, and then Todd throws them away like a psychopath he is.
No wonder this relationship has worked out so long. In the meantime, Todd, let's talk to you, buddy, because you're the one currently eating the popcorn that we produce out here, and it definitely tastes like people, and you just keep eating it.
What?
Tell us, what's your favorite style of human to eat?
Oh my god. Buttered.
And there you have it, folks. When you're getting your meat ready, always use butter. Now, Red, Todd, we've got one last question for the both of you here, and I'm sure everyone's asking it in their minds, so I'm just going to ask it for everybody. Tell us, rock, paper, or scissors?
Shoot. Jake.
And there you have it, folks. The American answer, gun. Give it up for Red and Todd, everybody.
Also, Foggy, I have some questions for you.
You get one. What's your question?
Crap, I wanted 2. Okay. How did you come up with the name The Foggy Golem?
That's actually a very good question, and something that we'll have to cover during the question section, because unfortunately we just don't have the time right now. I will get it answered for you though, Red. We'll get there in a bit. In the meantime, if you wouldn't mind exiting through the curtains to your left or to your right.
Wait, what was the question again? Like the question up there, like the thing, you know?
Oh, I don't know. Try taking a look. It might be up there for you. You know how to read,
better
right?
than Burger King? Oh, yes! McDonald's is
And be
so
sure to
good.
vote on it over at our voting booth. Now get up on stage. And don't kick my router. Yeah, try using the other one. Try using the other one. I'm fairly certain that one's electrocuted now. Let's just use the other one. Come on, Red. Let's go. Well, good to hear that the paper shredder was still working, but I don't know if Red appreciated that, but that's okay. He's dead now. And speaking of dead, we're going to keep things lively with our next three up. These three are an awesome a cappella group, and they're here to give you the tunes for you to expect on your radios over in your rec centers. Give it up for our next three. It's none other than... Rose Draws, Axel, and Thunder.
Hello.
Now, Rose Draws, I understand it that you're the one that likes to draw, but recently have taken up singing. Why did you pick up Axel and Thunder into your group?
Fun of gun.
Yep, I sure have. It's been fun.
And
You don't take me alive.
In the meantime, Thunder, let's bring it back over to you for a hot second, because I understand it that someone's been trying to steal your Thunder and just leave you as X. What do you plan on doing if you have to lose that Thunder, my man?
What I would do is, if someone stole my Thunder, then I'd have to change it to Pikachu and find them, and then the Mafia boss to them.
And there it is, folks. Make it somebody else's problem. Normal day, am I right? That's what moderators are for.
Yeah, but this time just do not kick me off the stage, because I'll just go for the curtain. Hello. Okay?
Be sure to go
Trust
off the curtain
me.
so we don't have to kick you off. In the meantime, Axel, let's move it over to you. Now, the question I have for you is, what's the number between 1 and 100?
27!
Incorrect. I'm sorry, Axel. That's going to be it for the game. You wouldn't mind actually. I'm kidding, Axel. I'm kidding. You got it right. You're fine. All right. Rose, Axel, Thunder, if you wouldn't mind harmonizing with me, let's belt on a tune. I'll start us off. Thunder takes the next one, Axel takes the next, and Rose, you send us out. Are you ready?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Just like we rehearsed. Never gonna give you up.
I just don't even know what I'm going with.
Thunder, never gonna give you up. Let's hear it for Axel and Rose Draws. And if you find Thunder out there in the crowd, be sure to T-pose him on him for me, would you?
Oh my god. Wait. Yes. Hold on, I can't T-pose.
Go on, Thunder. Get off my stage. Go on. Get out of here. Through the curtain. Let's go. Rose, thank you so much.
I'll get over that.
No, yes, absolutely. That sounds great. Get off my stage. And it sounds like someone finally got him with the firing pan, but that's okay. We'll T-pose on him again here soon enough. But speaking of T-poses, we got someone who knows all about how to pose out here on Rec Room, and they're coming up next. The legend himself. Someone who knows how to cook up more than just looks. It's none other than...
Oh my gosh.
The absolute mad lad himself. So.
It was Yusuke.
That sounds great, Bob. Now, Jim, I understand that you've been cooking up more than just looks out here on Rec Room. Mind showing us what awesome new cookery you've been making in our recently renovated kitchen?
Yes, sir.
That sounds like a yes to me. Let's head on down. Oh, give me just a second here. I like to perch up here like a cat for some reason. Don't know why.
Oh my god.
So, we need you to help us cook up something that anybody in the stands can make, like a bowl of ramen. Would you mind helping us make this bowl of ramen with a basketball, a coffee mug, and of course, this bowling pin?
Okay, this is based off of BBR's how to make circuits method. So
looks like you have to read up on that first, folks. Now, what's the first part?
Put it on the pan. put it for.
Now first you're going to put that mug directly onto the
235
frying
degrees
pan
Fahrenheit.
so that the mug's juices can immediately melt onto the pan and give it a nice sauce to it.
And
Then
put the,
you're going to take that bowling pin and bash it against the countertop a couple of times. Try to crack it open, really. Next,
so
you're going to take
now-
that basketball.
Okay, this is for, basically, this is going to be, PVR, chicken ramen soup, so...
Exactly. Just put it right next to it and it'll get the flavor, much like how Fresca gets their flavors, by putting the soda next to what it's trying to represent.
I'm trying to crack it right now, so...
Next, you're going to want to try to balance the ball on top of the coffee mug. And if you're a screen user, let me tell you, you're going to have some troubles. But if you stay persistent like So-So here, you can grab anybody's balls and make them balance. Isn't that right, So-So?
Yes.
Just like that.
Yeah, definitely join the Pow Jams Discord. What was
Links
that?
provided at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah. Please.
All right,
no,
So-So.
they're not- Yeah, join the Vibe stream later. Now you cook it, and so...
Just like that. And if you leave it on there for
Perfectly.
4 hours, you too can get grounded. Give it up for So-So, everybody, for doing a So-So job of making ramen. So-So, you've been an absolutely So-So guest. And if you wouldn't mind exiting through the curtain right over here.
It's so...
That sounds great, Jim. And sounds like he's got wet over in that jacuzzi back there, but that's all right. Let's bring it back over to the stage, and let's get back to talking to you. Now, folks, as much as I've been up here just yammering away and having fun and everything, we need to get down and serious with our next guest. This particular character is making a new therapy room out here on Rec Room, and they're here to reveal it. That's right, the Mad Lad himself sitting out here in the front row and certainly not wearing a purple cowboy hat. It's none other than... Gibby. Welcome to the show, Gibby. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good today.
Gibby.
Gibby, I understand it that you've got a new therapy room coming out to Rec Room, based all around dodgeball? How is anyone supposed to relax in such an environment?
So if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. So if you can dodge a ball, you can dodge your emotions.
That's right, folks. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge your feelings and outrun those.
That's a good one.
But Gibby,
That's a good
we
one.
want to know more about you specifically, because this isn't your first attempt at making a successful business out here. We understand it that you got your teeth cut selling bootleg DVDs at the White House. Tell us, what was that like?
So I didn't know it was illegal, and they shut me down.
You know how it goes, folks. Johnny Law always trying to make sure you don't make your own dollar. Now, Gibby, we do have another question here for you, and this one comes from our fans in the stands, Emile, right over here. Now, Emile absolutely would love to know from the bottom of her heart, how many Smiths could Will Smith Smith if Will Smith could Smith Smiths?
I don't know.
And that's
Smith.
the answer we all wanted. Give it up for Gibby, everybody. Gibby, you've been an absolute treat. Thank you so much for coming out and talking to us. And if you wouldn't mind exiting through the curtain to your left or to your right.
I'm not gonna die, right? I got a family
You
I need to
shouldn't.
provide for.
Oh, absolutely. Don't we all? Just go through the curtain and follow the little dotted line. You'll be fine. Unless someone's still back there with the frying pan knocking out our guests. But that sounds like a hidden problem. In the meantime, though, we're going to make sure that all the wires are still working, and we're going to take a quick commercial break so I can get some actual water in me, because let me tell you, this water martini over here does nothing for me. I can't stop drinking it. But that's all right. We'll be back after this. Hello, welcome to Rec Room. Say, have you ever had questions?
Would you rather live in an ice palace or a desert palace?
Shut up! Shut up!
Don't you just wish that there was someone you could talk to out here on Rec Room?
How much wood can a wood chop?
Can you please be quiet? We're trying to fight here, see?
Don't you just wish that there was someone you could voice your ideas to?
Man, who invented dino nuggies?
Shut up, kid! And come on down to Pillow Talk, where we talk to the most important people in Rec Room, you! So, Dino, Jen, you two have been married now for over 37 years. How do you two, well, put up with each other for so long?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Good.
That's actually a pretty good question coming from our fans in the stands. How do you guys plan on putting little old ladies into hockey?
Yeah, that is a really, really interesting question. What do you think, Cookie?
I don't know. What do you think, Chris?
I don't know, it was your guys' idea.
Now, Jaden, I need you and your team's help in order to make this bowl of ramen, and I've got all the ingredients you need right here. That's right, a traffic cone, a marshmallow on a stick, and for you Americans, a gun. That stick is high in fiber, don't you know? But everybody knows when you're driving your car out there, it needs a GPS system. That's right, a giraffe positional system with a giraffe's head poking out of the top. Well, let's see what that looks like out on the car that Hot Dog's drawn for us. Well, isn't that worth putting up on the refrigerator? You never know what's going to happen out here on Pillow Talk. So come on down to Pillow Talk, where we talk to the most important people in Rec Room, you. Pillow Talk goes live every Sunday at 1 o'clock Central, only on Rec Room. All right, you nerds, get off my stage. Been connected to anything? I wonder if it has any electricity going through. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, fine. Yes, it is. All right, we'll deal with that later, because right now we need to get back to the real questions, the burning questions, the questions on everybody's mind out here at Pillow Talk. Hello and welcome back to Pillow Talk, the place where we talk to the most important people in Rec Room, you. We still have all sorts of characters to bring up on stage and all sorts of questions to ask. And we have so many people coming up that we need to power through our next guest. Give it up for our next person up. We're going to speed run the next one. It's Carrier Jane Michelson. Michelson, it's great to have you back. Tell us, what have you been up to these days?
I've been up to a lot of days.
That sounds great, Terry. Now we need to know more about what you're going to be doing over the summer. What are your plans?
Well, there's going to be a lot in pretty. I can have a lot of
absolutely,
fun.
Michelson. Absolutely full of stuff. Now, Michelson, we got one last question here for you, and I simply got to know, do you fold or do you crinkle?
I do both.
And that's the answer we all wanted. Give it up for Tyrion Michelson, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Now I'm going to go to a 5 minutes of NAPR chat. I'll see you all next time.
Oh, absolutely, Tyrion. It's been great to see you. And don't go into my miniatures. Darn it, why did I have to make them out of glass? Oh, what? Oh, we didn't have to push through that as quickly as we could? Sorry, Tyrion, if you're still out there and not bleeding to death. All right, looks like we're going to have to mosey on to our next guests, because these guests are bringing out the next awesome Rec Room original, and it's going to be full-on competitive. That's right, we're entering the Video Game Competitive League with our next team. Give it up for the next team up. It's none other than... Emilio and her friends, Techo 7, as well as Garnacho.
What am I doing here?
Emil, you're here with your very own competitive esports team. Tell us, what's the team name?
Pickle sauce!
Give it up for Team Pickle Sauce, everybody. Garnacho, it looks like you've combined the popcorn with one of our very own pillows. Tell us, what does it taste like?
It tastes like human.
And there you have it, folks. Some of the best popcorn money can buy. And then more expensive with a PillowTalk brand pillow. Now, Techo 7, you've also got yourself some popcorn and are ready for the big show. But you're going to be out there trying to fight off everybody else in order to win. How do you plan on keeping the popcorn and playing the game?
I grow another hand.
And that's how you do it, folks. Simply by adapting to your environment, you too can win with any situation. All you have to do is just grow another arm. Am I right, folks? Give it up for Team Pickle Sauce. All right, Team Pickle Sauce, if you wouldn't mind getting on the starting line right over here. Because what's a competition without someone to play against? A challenger enters the room, and it's this team coming up. Give it up for the opposing team. It's none other than... Photo.
Here we are.
King Bob, and of course, Krampus. So, Photo, you're the one that pulled this team together. Tell us, what's the team name?
Pan.
I got one.
It's
I got one.
Pan.
I got one. I got one.
Well, it
Oh,
looks
the
like everyone
fighting.
else is saying
The
it's
fighting
Team I
now.
Got One, so that's what we're going to go with. Give it up for Team I Got One. Now, King Bob, let's bring it over to you for a hot second, because seeing as you're the team striker,
What's that?
you're all about getting downfield and striking the enemy's balls. Tell us, how do you plan on putting the team's balls in your face this game? And that's how it's done, folks. The quickest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Now let's bring it over to Krampus here, as Krampus has an absolutely magnificent style of defending all of his own. He plans on making sure that the enemy's balls are all over him and staying out of their net. Tell us, what do you plan on doing with the net after the game, Krampus?
I just like blocked the ball and just like couldn't even figure out how to like get rid of the ball so they wouldn't like make a new goal.
If only there was a way to permanently remove the balls.
It's
But we'll
not
worry
really
about
a
that part
ball.
later.
Is
Give
it
it up for
really a
Team
ball?
I've Got One, everybody.
Is it a ball? Or is it going to be the PillowTalk logo?
Oh, that certainly
Go
counts.
Foggy.
All right, team. Yes.
Can I make a quick meal over there, please?
Just as soon as the game is over. In the meantime, you've got a
Foggy?
game to play, my man.
Oh my Jesus. Foggy!
All right.
Foggy.
Yes,
What is
Emil?
that? What is that? What is that?
Oh, don't worry about it. That's certainly not something that you're going to be interacting with anytime soon, and certainly aren't going to be a
What?
part of. In the meantime, Team Pickle Sauce, are
I
you
don't
ready?
want it to be here.
Yes,
No!
I guess.
Team I Got One, are you ready? It begins in 3, 2, 1, go! They're off, and it's immediately smacked away somewhere and ready to go.
Pillow. Where did it go?
Well, folks, it looks like the ball is absolutely disintegrating from this realm of reality. And it looks like, I suppose that's going to be it for that. Wait a second, I have an idea. Krampus, would you be able to cook us another one of those? Yes. All right, we're going to do some improvisation. Let's head over to that kitchen and cook us another ball.
Oh, hell no.
Okay,
Why is the whole
Krampus,
team in
we have
here?
the ingredients all here. Oh, there are the ingredients. All you have to do is use them to create the new ball.
I need to borrow that popcorn so I would make something. You're gonna love it.
Oh, I understand. Garnacho, we need you to be a team player. Please, let him have some of your popcorn.
I'm gonna make mac and cheese for Billy Bob.
But how are we supposed to use that as the ball for the center?
Popcorn is over there.
No, it's popcorn. Like it's used like balls, but it's like a like a cheese inside of it.
That's an excellent idea. And in fact, we have the ingredients for you right over here. We're going to use this pocket of air, this molecule of dirt, and who could forget the atom known as helium. All right, Krampus, show us how it's done with these other ingredients.
Oh, hell no! The popcorn. Give me the popcorn.
Oh, your boys.
Oh, are you stuck back there? Oh, that sucks. Go ahead and be back there. So, looks like someone didn't read the
camera's on the top.
But we'll worry about that part later.
Why do these things shaped look like Mickey Mouse? Look at the popcorn. It looks like Mickey Mouse.
Popcorn is starting to grow from his work.
Oh.
I'm done.
And there you have it, folks. That's how you make whatever he made. Give it up for Team Pickle Juice and their teamwork with I've Got One.
I have one more question before I leave.
Last one.
What makes you the idea to get the name of PillowTalk?
Oh, that. Now, to understand that, we're going to have to go back to the early 1980s, when Bill Clinton was still in office. You see, he, Rush Limbaugh, and Whoopi Goldberg signed in secret a bipartisan law, which disallowed the neo-Nazis from ever having Twinkies at any of their conventions. While the main political effect was never actually enforced, ripples through the politosphere has caused, the Furby invasion of 91, Mozart's hearing loss, and, well, I think you can add 2 and 2 together from there. Am I right, folks? Folks, thank you so much for coming out. If you wouldn't mind actually
hey, Foggy, Bazinga!
Owie! Oh, it's always got to be something, am I right, folks? But that's all right. We've got a couple of people bringing up something incredibly special here for you. That's right, this pair has something absolutely magnificent to show off for a very certain birthday boy out there in the stands. That's right, it's Billy Bob's birthday today, and we've got the 2 best cake creators coming out to make it. It's none other than...
This guy!
It's Allie and her good friend, Shadow VR. So, Allie, Shadow, we need your help in designing this awesome cake for our friend Billy Bob. Mind helping us out in our recently renovated kitchen and canvas?
All right. Let's take over the canvas. I'll take over the kitchen.
Let's head on down.
Okay, so we both made a deal on I would take over the kitchen and you took over the canvas.
Oh yes, absolutely. No worries. Allie, you've got the better eye for penmanship as is. If you wouldn't mind, whoop, looks like we got the logo already gone. Looks like you'll have to recreate everything about his particular avatar from scratch without looking. Can you do it, Allie?
Oh.
That sounds like a yes. All right, Shadow, let's head over to the kitchen and give Allie some time to work. Let's go. Now, we're going to need an awesome cake for Billy Bob, and obviously anyone trying to make cake out here needs a book, a barrel, a basketball, and of course, the last of the B's you need, a bucket. All right, Shadow, you know what you're doing, right? You've done this before?
All right, I got this. All right. First thing,
That
gotta get
wasn't
the
a
bucket
yes, but
and the
I'll take it.
basketball.
All right, Shadow, you handle it from there. I gotta check back in on the canvas.
All right.
Now, folks, when you're working together with people, you need to make sure that everyone's on top of everything, but don't want it to be too overbearing. Besides, they already know they need to make the best avatar of the best character out here on Rec Room. That's right, POW. Let's take a look at that POW avatar. Allie? POW doesn't look like that. She has blue spiked hair and does she have a visor? It's the one with the ears, isn't it? Oh, come on now, Allie. You can do better than that. Go ahead and erase that and try again. It's okay. It's okay. It happens to everybody. That's all right. Little miscommunication. It happens to everybody. In the meantime, let's bring it over to the kitchen and see how that cake is coming along. Batter up. I think I smell, fire in the kitchen. Shadow, what did you do?
Nothing. I just put the basketball in the bucket, put the bucket on the pan, and put
Don't
the
you know
bucket
you're
in
never
there,
supposed
even
to
though
put
it's blue.
basketballs inside of buckets? That's not how making buckets is
I
made.
didn't know. I didn't know.
And when people tell you to cook the books, that's not what they mean either. Look, just clean that up. You're fine. Just start again. We'll be back in a second, okay? You just do you, and please don't burn down my set. I don't think this is going to be enough water, but we'll just leave that there on the off chance of things. It might save me, but it might not save him. In the meantime, let's check in on that awesome avatar of Hairy Man Legs, the man who made it all. Let's take a look at that awesome avatar, and whoa! It looks like it's just exploding off of the canvas. Allie, you made it a magnificent character of some lady stick man over there. But that needs to look like Hairy Man Legs. Would you mind just, you know what you're doing. It looks magnificent. I can't even stand to look at it because of the explosiveness. But keep at it, okay? All right, you do you. Great, I need water for one side and I need sunglasses for the other one. All right, let's check back in on the cake and see how that's coming along. What are you doing? I didn't have this here before, and that's certainly not for the nuclear ballistic missile that we have stuck in the ceiling. It certainly wouldn't be for that.
Womp womp.
Okay, please stop pressing those buttons. I don't know if that thing still works. And please put out the fires before you set off another missile. That would be great. Where's the safety of this thing? Where's the safety of this thing? Anyway, Shadow,
I'm trying
please,
everything.
don't blow everything up. That's all I'm asking.
I'm trying.
Okay?
Oh,
I know you're trying. You're doing your best, kid. You do
I think
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. He's a professional. We're professionals. Everything's gonna be fine. Let's bring it back over to the canvas and see how the awesome avatar of Coach is coming along. Let's see that awesome avatar there, Allie. And there it is, the moment we've all been waiting for, the absolute majesty that is Coach of Rec Room. Give it up for Allie, everybody, for giving us this awesome rendition. Allie, absolutely explosive work. Darn good job. And if you wouldn't mind exiting through the curtain, right over here. You shouldn't. You got this, Allie. Just follow the little dotted line. Is it that hard, folks? She went right into the pallets again. I hope she's okay. More than likely, we can still fix the pallets. They're fine. In the meantime, though, let's bring it over to the kitchen and see how that cake is coming along. I'm just going to preemptively get some water going, and...
All right.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. A
There it
birthday
is.
cake made for a king. Give it up for... Ooh, excuse me. Give it up for Shadow VR, everybody, for coming out and making this birthday cake. Okay, Shadow, help me distribute this cake to the masses out here. It's okay.
right.
They'll eat it off the ground like the animals they are. Go on, you disgraceful little peasant.
I gotta
Have some
get
cake.
this one.
I need food, please. I need food, please.
Try and get it.
And of course,
Okay,
Billy
I need
Bob has
food,
to get the best piece. Oh God,
Let's
look at them
get
eat
this.
each other for it. That's just horrifying.
All right, I got the last one.
Okay. I'm
Alright, you
hungry.
can have that last one.
I'm hungry.
There you
please.
go. You just have to ask nicely,
hungry.
folks, instead of screaming, gimme, gimme. Shadow,
I'm
thank you so
hungry.
much for coming out, and thank you for not actually burning down my set. It looks like security's already coming over to... Oh, God! The missile is a giant traffic cone. I've been gypped.
Oh.
All right, you can keep that traffic
Okay.
cone, but where'd my missile go?
I totally did not
Okay,
just
Shadow.
like it could get down on my knees and like tear her or something.
The missile's outside.
Oh, you're fine,
That-
Shadow.
that-
and if
that
you
totally
wouldn't
did
mind
not
answering through the
happen.
curtain, right over here.
Shadow, the missile's outside.
Wait, are you positive I'm not gonna die?
Maybe.
I'm bringing this with me.
That sounds about right. Oh, hey, a piece of cake. I wonder what... Fetch.
Well, I wish I had a stream account.
Hey, there we go. All right, let's bring it back over to the center, and let's get back to talking to you. All right, folks. I've been up here yammering away for some time. Odds are you've got questions of your own. If you've got a question for us out here at Pillow Talk, let's see it over in the chat section. And of course, let's keep these questions PG-13, shall we? You are 13-year-olds after all. Now, we have an excellent question from before, which is basically, how did I get the name The Foggy Golem? It's actually a fun little story from back in my heyday when, well, I was your age. See, I was into this game called not Magic the Gathering, that was for everybody else. I was into Mage Knight. There it was. It's a miniatures game, and they have all sorts of golems in there. Tree golems, bone golems, storm golems. And I was showing these off to my dad, and he turned to me, missing a beat, poked me on the nose and said, "And you're the Foggy Golem." Stuck with me ever since. Now for your also questions, Garnacho wants to know, do you have a favorite football and or soccer team? Not at this time at the moment, but I will say Manchester United if it pisses people off. Amelia wants to know, space Oreos? I didn't know Oreos went into space. Gibby wants to know, thoughts on Ken Carson? If I knew who it was, I'm sure he would appreciate more pockets in various things. Bono wants to know, what do you think about Rec Room? Rec Room has infinite possibility of what we can make, it's just that we're not making it. There's all sorts of things that we can come together and create as a community, and no one is really doing anything besides military maps as far as I've seen. But that's just me on the event section. Light wants to know, is it Billy Bob's birthday? I suppose it is. He just got off his junior account finally. He's now 15, and he's already making more stuff out here than you are. Why can't you be like Billy Bob? Lemon wants to know, do you like cheese? I'm quite all right with cheese. I'm white, so I have to, but at the same time, it's all right. It needs the right thing to go along with it. King Bob wants to know, what's your favorite cooler? Oh, I definitely gotta say, anything from the Grillman series. Funtime Foxy wants to know, we might not be able to make the next movie. Oh, come now. Last movie was excellent. And the thing with the kid where they didn't die, that was fun as well. Come on now, you'll definitely get a second one. If A24 ever picks it up again. Rocco wants to know, how many bodies do you have as of this moment? Well, it looks like we got a full 40 in this room. Am I right, folks? Ooh, that's an excellent question. When did you become the host? You know what, Rec Room Zero? That's an excellent question, and we've got the next two people up to give the answer that you're looking for. These two have been married for quite some time out here on Rec Room, but never actually met in real life. Let's give it up for the next two. It's none other than... Brixton and Kuiper.
How's it going?
Now, Kuiper, Brixton, you two have been married for, what, 50 years now?
Oh, God.
How come you've never actually sat down across from each other in the real world?
I have all the answers to that, actually. The main reason for that is basically just the taxes and all the benefits we get for saying we're married. I don't really like him. I'm not a really big fan
Oh, that's
of him.
okay. Nobody does. But that's besides the point. Point is, you sound awfully familiar there, Brixton. Who are you on the other end of the phone?
I'm just Brixton.
You're just Brixton? Okay, completely understandable. No worries. Now, Brixton, Kuiper, it's the end of the show. Is there something you want to say to the crowd before we get out?
There is.
There's a lot of things. So, staff applications are currently open if you're looking to be a part of the team, whether helping with moderation or even on the booth, sound effects, or even getting closer to Foggy because you're his absolute fan. Join our Discord. Our Discord is up at the links up there and at the front of the room. And then place in an application. The applications will be open for about a week. Make sure you're 13 years or older. That's just a rule. I don't make the rules, Rec Room does. But if you'd like to be a staff, we'd love to have you. We'll be accepting a fair amount of new people. And if you're active, you may just join the team and get closer to Foggy.
Oh, God, why? I can smell them through my headset. Anyways, Kuiper, did you have something to add on?
I don't. That is why we're here.
Broadcasting. Broadcasting. Why not? Oh, we're not talking about broadcasting, the thing we do every month around this particular time, because we've recently taken up broadcasting. That's right. If you want to be up on stage in front of all sorts of people and also have your particular face out there in the rec center for people to enjoy, you got to check out our broadcasted shows. These go live once a month, and they require clearance by both Rec Room as well as us in order to get up on stage. So that's another reason to hop on over to our Discord and give it a try.
Alright, I know that you have one last question for everybody out there, but I have something to say real quick. There are four event buttons on the entrance of coming into this auditorium. Those are our next broadcasted event and the next event that is happening next week. Click that, click going.
If you don't go, you're a horrible
right,
person.
folks.
You're not a real fan.
Oh, Brixton, always saying stuff. All right, Kuiper, you're absolutely right. I do have one last question, but before I do that, if you've got a crown, come on down. Let's give a shout out to the amazing staff who helped put on the show here for you tonight. That's right.
Why,
We're
hello
talking
there.
about Eggs Benedict, Amelia, my apologies, Boomer GK, Kuiper, it's Chaos, and 2024 Joe.
Cake.
Oh, that's great.
Who wants it?
Why haven't you eaten yet? Like they say,
Throw it
let
into the
them eat
crowd.
cake.
I want cake. I have cake.
All right.
share.
Places, everybody,
We
places.
Alright.
Take the cake.
Now, I've got one last question left in the bag, and I need it answered from everybody still in the queue system. Did you have fun?
We had fun.
And that's the answer I was
totally
looking
did.
for.
Right?
Thank you all so much for coming out to see Pillow Talk.
I
I'm
did.
host the Foggy Golem, and we hope to talk to you on your couch next.
Oh my
Toodles.
God.